So we're going to show how our original part is assembled. So first you put in the carbide bits, and then you have to put in the knuckle guard. And then the other plastic casing goes on top. And then you insert the 3 screws and screw them in. So now we're going to talk to you about how each component is manufactured. And first we have the 2 plastic casings which are injection molded. You can see that there's also some post machining operations for the holes and the hole for the keychain, which is right here. Next we have the tungsten carbide bits, which are manufactured using chemical vapor deposition. Then we go on to the screws. The screws are stock number 4 screws. You can pretty much get them anywhere. And then the knuckle guard is also done using injection molding.
So next we're going to talk about the DFA simplifications that we're going to make to the original part. So first we have this knuckle guard here that's a completely separate part, and this has to be injection molded separately and adds another part and 2 interfaces to the assembly. What we're going to do is take the knuckle guard and make it an actual part of the mold for each side of the casing so that it simplifies both the assembly and the number of parts and interfaces. Second, we have this kind of needless hole for a keychain at the back that both complexifies the mold and adds a post-machining step to tap the hole for that keychain, so we're just going to remove that from the mold. So here for our DFA analysis of the initial part, we're going to take a look at that first. Initially, we have a DFA complexity of 6.48, and the 2 that we focused on this were the number of insertions of 2.5 and the secondary operations of 1.5. For our redesign, our DFA table shows that we have a DFA complexity of only 5 due to the reduced parts and interfaces. We have an insertion of 2.0 due to the need to insert that knuckle guard being removed. We have secondary operations of 0.5 due to removing the tapping of that keychain hole. So for comparing both of those, we have our DFA comparison table that shows the differences in complexity in all of the operations for the initial design and the total redesign of the part.
So in the making of our new part, there were no new manufacturing processes added or changed. What we did was we simplified the overall assembly by incorporating just 2 pieces instead of 3, so the handle is now part of this piece. We went back and retrofitted the part so that we could reduce the post-machining process, as there is no keyhole anymore. How we accomplished this with the prototype was we used Bondo to represent this handle that's actually part of the overall piece, as you can see, and then use Bondo to fill this keyhole chain. What we would do if we actually created a prototype of this part is get a new injection mold of the overall part, so just completely change the overall mold into just 2 pieces that snap together, and then we screw these 3 pieces in.